The following program is intended to educate and inform. We discuss cannabis being used as medicine, the culture, science, and controversy of cannabis and cannabis laws. We do not advocate any illegal activity. Moth Networks and their associates do not claim to be lawyers or doctors, nor do they represent themselves as such. All their comments and views are of their own personal opinion and personal experiences. Opinions and claims made by the guests and advertisers on Moth Networks are their own, and all parties agree to the Moth Network use and policy agreement. Moth Network and Moth Network associates cannot be held legally responsible for the statements of the host or of their guests. We encourage all listeners to learn their constitution, to assert their rights, acknowledge their duties, and know their individual state laws.
You are now tuned in to 710 Radio. We are the newest and hottest independent radio station in Colorado and on the internet. The fans named the station. With over 1 million visitors and over 10 million hits. Oh yeah, our website is going bananas. We are the newest and the hottest. This is 710 Radio. 24/7 radio. Stay tuned and tell a friend. The Dabber's Choice. With hot shows 7 days a week.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team fucking here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole
LMW Agency. That's LMW Agency. It's the home of One Blunt Radio. It's the home of 710 Radio. It's the home of Cannabis University and Cannabis Museum. Yes, you can contact us at lmwagency1@gmail.com. It's the home of Olympic Newts. Yes, it's the home of Moth229.com. Moth, medicine of the herb. You can find Olympic Newts right now in stores like HTG Supply, like Grow Depot, like the Speakeasy Vape Lounge in Colorado Springs, heading to Humboldt County. LMW Agency, the home of Blunt TV, cable TV, coming soon.
I just graduated from Cannabis University.
Ooh, a university man.
I learned all about the law.
Oh, you bad boy.
And I learned how to grow my own medicine all in one day.
All day.
I learned other things too.
Cannabis University, teach me.
Call 303-886-7998 or go to CannabisUniversityInc.com.
TH Custom Promotions. That's right, TH Custom Promotions. Your promotional product headquarters. It's the home of the Brandon Man. Quality custom products you can't find anywhere else. I'm talking about you can get wonderful trays. You can get papers with your name on them. You can get 3-piece grinders, t-shirts and sweatshirts, apothecary jars, disposable lighters, caps and headwear. And you can get this all with the Brandon Man at TH Custom Promos. That's TH Custom Promos. And you can find them at thcustompromos.com. That's thcustompromos.com. And tell them Can Olympics sent you. I'm different.
Oh, shit. Hello?
What's happening, bro? Happy 420, man.
Happy 420. You got some weed?
Yeah, you know I got some weed, man.
I'm at home. You wanna come over?
Yep, I'm on my way, my nigga. I'm on my way.
Come right now. Hurry up right now. I'm trying to get high right now.
All right.
High. Oh. God damn it. I'm burning this shit up.
Kevin Pistol. If it's Wednesday, I'm on my way to Platte Valley. Gotta hit the wax room, get some of that wax, man. Why? 'Cause I dab. I like that ear wax hash. A little dab will do you, blow your wig back fast. Dab. A little dab will do you. The wax room Wednesday, thank you. I'm from the Mile High City. We all about elevation. We earned our reputation, best indica in the nation. Have you seeking ventilation, choking and coughing up a lung? Bell already been rung and we just barely begun. We blowing sour diesel, cushion, Cindy 99. Too many strains to name, 150 different kinds. You say you a heavyweight, but I can kill that fast. Take you to Platte Valley, get you that earwax hash. Be ravenously hungry, box of cereal going to sleep. 2 in the afternoon and homie ain't made a beat. He over there counting sheep like a shepherd. Welcome to Colorado, we capital for the record. Pass it, catch a man and Decker, half record, blue dreamer, and a real Jack Flasher. Then you get to graduate to earwax hasher. A blue dreamer and a real Jack Flasher. Then you get to graduate to earwax hasher. I like that earwax hash. A little dab will do you, blow your wig back fast. I dab. Shatter, just a little dab will do you. The wax room Wednesday, thank you, hallelujah. I dab. I like that earwax hash. A little dab will do you, blow your wig back fast. I dab. Shatter, just a little dab will do you. The wax room Wednesday, thank you, hallelujah. I dab. You can dab it, pack a bowl, or roll a blunt. It's gonna work for you. Fuck it, homie. Go for what you want. Peter Piper puffed a pound of Platte Valley, then left town confused, thinking, where was that Cali? Nah, it was Colorado where the buzz do it big. We trim and clip and then we put a buzz to your wig. 420 ways to have you walking through the sky. John never tried to tell you about that Rocky Mountain High. Colorado, big buzz like a bag of avocado. Puff past the model, don't pass the bottle, pass the blunt. Yeah, now that's what I want. She was asking what's that, I said that's that hash. Come on, baby, I'm about to wax that ass. Wax on, wax off like it's karate. Y'all weed, Danielson, I weed me, I damn. I like that earwax hash. A little dab will do you, blow your wig back fast, I dab. Shatter, just a little dab will do you. The wax room Wednesday, thank you, hallelujah, I dab. I like that earwax hash. A little dab will do you, blow your wig back fast, I dab. Shatter, just a little dab will do you. The wax room Wednesday, thank you, hallelujah, I dab. I like that earwax hash. I like that earwax hash, I dab. I like that earwax hash. A little dab will do you, blow your wig back fast, I dab. Shatter, just a little dab will do you. Dab. Shatter, just a little dab will do you. I dab. Shatter, just a little dab will do you. The wax room Wednesday, thank you, hallelujah, I dab. I like that earwax hash. A little dab will do you, blow your wig back fast, I dab. Shatter, just a little dab will do you. Wax room Wednesday, thank you, hallelujah, I dab. I like that earwax hash. A little dab will do you, blow your wig back fast, I dab. Shatter, just a little dab will do you. The wax room Wednesday, thank you, hallelujah, I dab.
To all the people voting, bowls and blunts smoking, vaporizer bags and water pipes got you choking. Let me see the kind of Mary Jane that you're toking. Advertise the fact that your sack is out or poking. All the babies growing, rain, shine or snowing. 1,000 watts, super metal, halide glowing. Got the heady toss from a steady set of pruning. Harvesting my crops, ready, set, let's stone it. Cause I'm medicated, I'm talking Wild West weed. The green booty is the best in Mile High. I ain't trying cause I'm medicated. All the greenest of the greens. Got a pocket full of nuggets in my own home scene. Cause I'm medicated. I got a pound in my sack. My whole family is legal. What you think about that? Cause I'm medicated. The cops better cut me. That's a bag full of the perks, at least a cutie and a half of nothing but the OG dirt. And if you don't have some of that, well then you better put in work, cause I need a flock of bats and some shizkaberry birds. I'm a minister of motor in the marijuana church, and my pot is the most potent. If you cough, it's gonna hurt. To compete is just a token, cause they say that Medi's first. Cause I got more heady grass than the PGA's got turf. Cause I'm medicated, I'm talking Wild West weed. The Bermuda is the best in Mile High indeed. Cause I'm medicated, all the greatest of the greens. Got a pocket full of nuggets in my own home scene. Cause I'm medicated, I got a pound in my sack. My whole family is legal, what you think about that? Cause I'm medicated, the cops better cut me slack. They can take my weed from me, but I'll always get it back. I'm the freshest of the crew, cause I got the freshest weed. And the freshest is the bestest, irregardless of the need. If you feel the need to test us, well, we're filled with THC. That's because the Lord has blessed us with an herb-producing seed. So to hell with all your crack, heroin, amphetamines. You can keep your psycho drugs, your benzodiazepines. So I'm keeping all my thugs medicated on the greens. Mary Jane is who I love, and I know that she loves me. Cause I'm medicated, I'm talking Wild West weed. The Bermuda is the best in Mile High indeed. Cause I'm medicated, all the greatest of the greens. Got a pocket full of nuggets in my own home scene. Cause I'm medicated, I got a pound in my sack. My whole family is legal, what you think about that? Cause I'm medicated, the cops better cut me slack. They can take my weed from me, but I'll always get it back. Pay attention right here to my AK-47. We be growing that all day. Got you high as heaven, so the only thing you're gonna say is where the nearest 7-Eleven. Do they do it my way? I'ma roll another one when I get done with this, Jay. We gon' smoke a ton of fun like good years on the highway. Choking in a funnel, one like tunnel in a funnel cake. If they think I've come and done, well, you can tell them I say. Cause I'm medicated, I'm talking Wild West weed. The Bermuda is the best in Mile High indeed. Cause I'm medicated, all the greatest of the greens. Got a pocket full of nuggets in my own home scene. Cause I'm medicated, I got a pound in my sack. My whole family is legal, what you think about that? Cause I'm medicated, the cops better cut me slack. They can take my weed from me, but I'll always get it back. All the people voting, bowls and blunts smoking, vaporizer bags and water pipes got you choking. Let me see the kind of Mary Jane that you're token. Advertise the fact that your sack is out of poking. That's right. Cause I'm medicated. To all the people voting, bowls and blunts smoking, vaporizer bags and water.
I got a doctor across the street, he's driving a cabriolet. I got a doctor across the street and I visit him today. Self-doubt and fear is a wicked mix, but there's nothing in this world your little pill can't fix. Help me, Mr. Doctor, medicate my blues away. Help me, my little doctor, move these barriers out of my way. Doctor, doctor, help me if you can. I'm in need of a pill and a master plan. Help me, Mr. Doctor, medicate my blues away. Medicate my blues away. Almighty doctor, I'm in need of your help. Doctor, doctor, would you be so kind and fix me some to ease my worried mind? Help me please, oh doctor, medicate my blues away. Medicate my blues away. Visit my doctor, I'd better take my wallet with me. When I visit my doctor, I anticipate a little fee. The the depression hits me so mighty bad. I can't help myself, they feel so sad. Help me please, oh doctor, medicate my blues away. Medicate my blues away. Tell it like it is. Got a doctor across the street, he's driving a cabriolet. I got a doctor across the street and I visit him today. Self-doubt and fear is a wicked mix, but there's nothing in this world a little pill can't fix. Help me please, oh doctor, medicate my blues away. Medicate my blues away. Medicate my blues away.
What's up, everybody? 710 Radio Month 22.9 here in Denver, Colorado. I'm your host, Rick Wainwright. Man, how are you all doing, man? I know it's been a minute since I've been on the radio, except with Kim Mateo and the Kingdom of Feeling show. But, man, guys, I'm here. And I had this whole week planned out as far as shows were going to go. And, things kind of got a little changed around, and because of some things that have been going on here in Colorado. And as you guys might see, the title of this show is Senate Bill 15-014, the Caregiver Bill, as it was dubbed. Man, tell you, I'm gonna try my hardest to approach this subject in an objective way. I'm gonna try to keep the activism part of me somewhat contained. I'm gonna try. There's no guarantees. Alright. I'm gonna try to not let my personal views overshadow the objectiveness that I'm gonna try my hardest to give this story, alright, or this topic. So I tell you what, man, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to be opening up the phone lines here very shortly. I'm going to give the phone number out here pretty quick. Actually, why not, man? I'll just give it right now, man. The phone number, if you want to call in and discuss anything about this topic, 626-709-6637. Alright. I will turn on the phone here very shortly. Right now, I got the volume down. So, I want to... Alright, this, Senate Bill 15-014, the Caregiver Bill, was passed unanimously in the Colorado State legislative session, let me see, 2 days ago. Alright. So, how I want to start this out, there's some posts made the other day by some people that are somewhat, you know, they're marijuana activists. Right now I am on this page, a gentleman called Greg Duran. Greg Duran, D-U-R-A-N. Now, he's one of the guys that pushed for this Senate Bill 15-014. The story I'm gonna go ahead and start out with. The more I keep digging, the more my story just keeps on changing. So, I apologize for that part, but I guess it's just making it more interesting. Alright, so, Mr. Duran, 23 hours ago you put, but let us say that the legislators you have been dogging, or the group you are writing your initiative with, finds through a legitimate, in parentheses, poll or focus group, that a number is absolutely necessary in order to pass. I'm thinking he puts a period, but pass this bill is what I'm thinking he's saying. What should this number be? 8, 12, 99? Do your best to work out a number, but one thing is crucial: it should not be 6. Now, what for people that are wondering what he had wrote there. All right, they put plant counts on the caregivers. All right, now there's this. Oh, excuse me, I just. All right, there was a story that he had posted with this, and the article, the headline is called, it's how much home grow to allow in legal marijuana states. All right, this is from the dailychronic.net. All right, now this is where I'm going to go ahead and let me read the story first, and then I'm going to go ahead. So this, like I said, is from the dailychronic.net, and the story is by Terry Franklin. So I just want to have to put that out there. So it begins: when your state legalizes marijuana, how should the new repeal, R-E-P-E-L, law be written? Repeal? Law be written. Okay, well anyways, specifically on the key question of home grow, how many plants should you be able to grow for yourself and your friends? Well, okay, I believe that is a legitimate question. Alright, in one sense, the answer is obvious. As many as you want. How about as many as necessary? That's how I would have put it. Alright. As many as you want. If it's legal, why should it matter to anyone how many? The law should not specify any number. It shall be legal to possess, to use, and to produce for non-commercial distribution. Okay, well, the main purpose of legalization is to end the raids, arrest, and the punishment of the people for something that is not wrong. We do not want the authorities to have any ability to raid your home in order to count your plants. Yeah, well, I agree with that one there. But the world is not a perfect place, and ultimately it may prove impossible to pass legislation or an initiative in a particular state without a set number. I am speaking here solely of political realities. Business cartels and their cronies will also be wishing to push having limits for their own monetary interest. And that must be resisted with every fiber of our being. No better example of this problem than the total criminalization of the home grow and the Nevada initiative if one lives within 25 miles of a store. He should have put Arizona and, if I am not mistaken, New Mexico as well into that. Okay, but let's move on. But let us say that the legislators you have been dogging, or the group you are writing your initiative with, finds through, in parentheses, a legitimate poll or focus group, that a number is absolutely necessary in order to pass. What should it be? 8, 12, 99? Do your best working out a number, but one thing is crucial: it should not be 6. Too many states are going for 6 already. We must avoid becoming a de facto standard. The laziness and inertia of government is immense. Routinely turning to 6 like a bad habit, we stymie further progress. The states are the test bed of experimentation. Variety is good, and continued improvement is the mission. Getting mired in a swamp of paltry sameness precludes that goal. Okay, so with these stories, I always like to go down and read the comments. Alright, so I already can tell from the first few comments that it's going to be no taxes, no laws, no nothing. Okay, so let's go back and talk about it. Now, this is where I'm going to go ahead and open up the phone line, 626-709-6637. Go ahead and, please chime in. I'm turning up the volume now. I would like to hear what you think about this topic so far from this story. Do you feel that if it is legalized in your state, should there be a number? It's a legitimate question, should there be a number put on the amount of plants that you can grow at your home? Alright, now, me, alright, I'm excuse me, don't know where that came from, but alright. I have been a medical marijuana patient since 2004. I still am a medical marijuana patient. Do I hold a red card? No, I do not. It is a voluntary system. So, they've, okay, but that's all I'm going to say about that right now, because I said that I was going to keep that out. Alright, now, do they have a point when they said that business cartels and their cronies will also be wishing to push to having limits for their own monetary interest? Do you think that's true? I believe it is. I believe so far here in Colorado we've done a good job of, I don't want to use the wrong word here, stifling the cartel, or what most people would call cartel weed. Don't get me wrong, it is here in Colorado, but there's that segment of people that will, that's all that they can afford, So, I mean, there will always be that need for that. Or, I'm sorry, maybe not. That was a bad word to use, need. There will always be a want for that type of weed, which, I mean, it is what it is. But, we've done I think we've hurt the drug cartels as far as marijuana go here in Colorado. At least I would hope to think so. But for one thing, I know for sure is, here in Colorado, there's been quite a few people. We've had medical marijuana here since 2000 in Colorado. And we've had rules and regulations set up. We've had people get raided, have their lives turned upside down, faced prison time, faced losing their family, faced a massive amount of fines, and even in the face of that, they fought for this plant count. Or lack of a plant count. Alright, now, I'm going to tell a little bit about my story here. Since everyone else, any other story would be like hearsay if I talk about anybody else's, so I can only talk about mine. Alright, now, I'm trying to make sure that I word this right. That's why there's this little bit of a stall in words here, because I want to be careful on what I say. As far as, look, I had 50 patients at once. I had a plant count of pretty close to 1,000. Okay, but there, where I grew, there was no way in hell that I was even going to come close to that number, to be able to grow that number. Okay, so, with that being said, though, when I got raided, I did get caught with 226 plants. And when I went to court, it came down to where, something happened where I can only, I had to explain those 226 plants for 9 patients. Okay, so 40-something kind of got wiped. No, wait a minute, I'm sorry, yeah. 41 got wiped out, where I couldn't talk about them. Yeah, I couldn't talk about them. So, okay, with that being said, even with that I had 9 even though I can only mention these 9 patients, I was still able to explain the 226 plants that I needed to grow for them. Especially back then, a caregiver was a caregiver. Okay, in today's Colorado medical marijuana world, they find it that they need 4 different types of caregivers. You know, I don't know. 4 different types of caregivers. Well, okay, so let's explore some of these caregiver things. I'm sorry, caregiver titles. All right, now this next one I'm going to. It's the actual. So, alright, the website that I'm at is www.leg.state.co.us. And this is, like I said, SB 15-014, and it's a PDF that I'm reading. Alright, this is a bill for an act concerning marijuana issues that are not regulated by the Department of Revenue. Alright, I'm going to kind of skip some of the things because really it's a lot of jibber jabber in the very beginning. Okay. Alright, Marijuana Revenues Interim Committee. The bill requires the Colorado Medical Board to adopt rules regarding guidelines to physicians who make medical marijuana recommendations for patients suffering from severe pain. The bill requires the state health agency to adopt rules regarding guidelines for primary caregivers to give informed consent to patients that the products that they cultivate or produce may contain contaminants and that the THC levels are not verified. You know what? I'm sorry. This is where my activism part has to come out, and actually my caregiver side as well. You know what? That's kind of embarrassing that as a caregiver, or even as a cultivator, I kind of pride myself on no contaminants, and I'd like to know what my THC levels, my CBD levels, CBGs, THCA, I would like to know those numbers so I can tell my patients. Okay, but you know what? The state said that the testing labs can't test caregiver product. You know what? How much sense does that make? But no, they want us to tell them that our products may contain contaminants and that the THC levels are not verified. Wow. Man, that's unprofessional. And these are supposed to, yeah, that just kind of made no sense. Alright. The bill requires all primary caregivers to register with the state health agency and the state medical marijuana licensing authority. Then it has licensing authority in parentheses. Any primary caregiver who is not registered shall register within 10 days of being informed of the duty to register. If a person fails to register after such 10 days, the state health agency and licensing authority shall prohibit the person from ever registering and acting as a primary caregiver. Wow. Really? You know what? But I got a court case that'll say something different on that one. Come at me again, you know? Think I was prepared last time? Shit. I'm even more prepared this time. Alright. Man, it just... Alright. We haven't even really gotten into the the actual bill yet, you know, and this is just the beginning of the Alright, so it goes on. The bill requires the licensing authority and the state health agency to share the minimum amount of information necessary to ensure that a medical marijuana patient has only one caregiver and is not using a primary caregiver and a medical marijuana center. The bill permits money in the The bill permits monies in the marijuana tax fund to be used to fund the implementation of any bills approved by the Marijuana Revenues Interim Committee. Alright. So that was a summary, if I'm not mistaken, of what this is going to be doing. So, you know, as an activist, I already feel that this, if a person fails to register after such 10 days, the state health agency and licensing authority shall prohibit the person from ever registering and acting as a primary caregiver. You know what? I see a court case right there. I see a court battle happening here. Alright, let's move on. It says, be it enacted by the General Assembly of the State of Colorado. Section 1, Legislative Declaration. The General Assembly hereby finds and declares that A. Colorado authorizes the sale and use of small amounts of medical and retail marijuana. The sale and use of medical marijuana is limited to those Colorado residents who have a physician's recommendation that they have a debilitating medical condition that could benefit from the use of medical marijuana. Okay, just by that paragraph right there is an actual paragraph out of Amendment 20 in the Colorado Constitution. If I'm not mistaken, Section 18, Amendment 20, Colorado Constitution, if I'm not mistaken. It's actually a direct quote, and I mean it's a direct word for word that Colorado who has a that they have a debility. Okay, so this is where you know. Alright, since that paragraph is right out of the Colorado Constitution, Colorado residents who have a physician's recommendation that they have a debilitating medical condition that could benefit from the use of medical marijuana. Okay, that is the only role of a doctor. So the plant count that a doctor gives out, according to Amendment 20, is unconstitutional. Okay? You know, I don't care about 1284, what's the other one? 12, oh, dagnabbit, man. There's one more that's concerning doctors and dispensaries. Okay, but you cannot I want to say the right words. You cannot trump constitutional amendments with these bills. And I am sorry, our Constitution trumps this bill. I'm telling you, it does. Especially in the medical marijuana field. And you want to take it to court, I guarantee you. You have a very, very good chance of winning. Okay? Alright, so it says the state imposes a higher tax rate on retail marijuana than on medical marijuana, as well as an additional excise tax. Like they're doing us a favor. Therefore, it is important for the state to ensure that those people who are accessing and engaging in the medical marijuana system are qualified to do so. Otherwise, the state and local governments will be deprived of valuable tax revenue. You know what? I think they could have stopped the whole bill right there. Because really, lines 14 and 15 says everything. It says it all. Line 14. Otherwise, the state and local governments will be 15 deprived of valuable tax revenue. You know, that's what this is really. I mean, that's what it's all about. That is the bottom line. The tax revenue. Okay? So, I'm going to move on. It says, now then, the General Assembly hereby enacts the following protections to ensure that access to the medical marijuana market is limited to Colorado residents who have a physician's recommendation that they have a debilitating medical condition that could benefit from the use of marijuana. You know what? Protections. We have protections. We got Amendment 20. What do you mean we need more protections? I would really like to know this. You know, I mean, I know I've heard the people that pushed this bill, you know, and they kept on saying, you know, people, fake caregivers. Okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna tell you, I don't give two shits about the fake caregivers. I really don't. I care less about the fake caregivers. Because, you know, I only care about the legitimate ones. And I can guarantee you there's a lot of legitimate caregivers here in Colorado. There might be a lot less now because of this bill. But we'll get to that. You know, we'll as we get into the bill, you'll understand why we may be losing a lot more caregivers. But, alright, so let's go ahead and move on. So, Section 2 in Colorado Revised Statute, add 12-36-141 as follows. 12-36-141 medical marijuana recommendation rules. The board shall adopt rules establishing guidelines for physicians making medical marijuana recommendations for patients who suffer from severe pain. Section 3, amend and add as follows. 25-1.5-106 medical marijuana program, powers and duties of the state health agency, rules, medical review board, medical marijuana program cash fund, sub-account created, repeal, and rulemaking. Okay, so let me see. Alright. I'm going to kind of... No, I'm not going to skip anything. Alright, the state health agency shall, pursuant to Section 14 of Article 18 of the state constitution, promulgate rules of administration concerning the implementation of the medical marijuana program that specifically govern the following. 7. The manner in which the state health agency may consider adding debilitating medical conditions to the list of debilitating medical conditions contained in Section 14 of Article 18 of the state constitution, and number 8, the waiver process to allow a homebound patient who is on the registry to have a primary caregiver transport the patient's medical marijuana from a licensed medical marijuana center to the patient, and my God, you know what? This stuff has already been covered. See, that's what I don't understand, why they feel like we needed more rules and regulations, because this is already... Okay, this is where okay, so let me get back up here. I kind of scrolled down a little bit to make... Alright, so, alright, so primary caregiver, alright, and then it says who, and then they got, cultivates medical marijuana for his or her patients, they got that striked out. Shall register, then they got location of his or her cultivation operation, struck out. Shall register with the state health agency and the state medical marijuana licensing authority, and shall provide the location of any cultivation operation, the registration identification number of each patient, and the number of plants that the caregiver is authorized to cultivate to the state health agency and the state licensing authority, and shall update the registration information within 10 days after any of the information changes. The state health agency shall issue a primary caregiver registry card to... You know, they're going down, they're saying that the primary caregiver who fails to register with the state health registry, marijuana licensing authority, shall register with the appropriate agency within 10 days of being informed of... Alright, Alright, so, if a primary caregiver is charged with failure to register, a law enforcement agency shall not be civilly liable for the loss or destruction of the primary caregiver's medical marijuana plants. No, okay, wow, alright, alright. For some reason, I feel like I need to find one more document to read, because for some oddball reason, I am not I should have already been to the part where it speaks about the different caregiver roles. There's 4 different caregivers. There's a primary caregiver, transporting caregiver, a cultivating caregiver, and a caregiver of oh my god, caregiver of I can't remember the word that they used for that last caregiver, but it's basically the caregiver that's taking care of all the you know, other than medical marijuana, you know, they're taking them to appointments, they're taking them, they may be like cooking for them, grocery shopping, whatever, stuff like that, managing their other, you know, healthcare issues as well. You know, I don't know. When I started out as a caregiver, there was just one caregiver, and as far as I've known, for all along, there's only one damn caregiver. You know, if because we had the rules set up already for this, what they're talking about. They are talking. I'm just having a hard time wrapping my head around, you know, why they feel like we needed this extra regulations. Now, I am going to be taking you guys to a music break because I am going to hunt down this other amended bill. That's what I really want to find for you guys is the amendment, because where I wanted to go with it, I'm finding that this document is kind of leading me into a path of where it's not going to allow me to veer in the direction that I really want to go in with this story. So please be patient with me. I will be back. I got some great music for you guys. I have some new artist submissions. And let me tell you guys, I love music submissions. You need to submit your music. Music at 710radio.info. Man, get them to me. You submit it, I play it. It's as easy as that. But this week, tonight, man, we're going to be listening to a little bit of Joe Bonamassa. Man, this dude is a blues singer and a blues band. And, man, this dude is hot. Man, I'm telling you, there's not a single song that I haven't liked. And then we've got music from the Core. The Core is from Switzerland, and actually they got an interesting sound. So you know, when I come back, you know, hopefully we'll be able to finish off. So right now, my guys, here is some Joe Bonamassa. I'm gonna play the Ballad of John Henry and Blue and Evil in the beginning, and you know what, we will be back, man. This is 710 Radio Mouth 22.9 here in Denver, Colorado.
John Henry in the battle of sinners and saints. captain, tell him why I'm gone. Take this hammer, carry it to the captain, tell him I'm going home. I don't want your cold iron shackles around my leg. I don't want your cold iron shackles around my leg. Kill John Henry in the battle of sinners and saints. Who killed John Henry? A long way from Colorado, a long way from my home. Get the hammer that killed John Henry, won't kill me no more. Give me the hammer that killed John Henry, 'cause it won't kill me. Give me the hammer that killed John Henry, 'cause it won't kill me. Who killed John Henry? John Henry in the battle of sinners and saints. Take this hammer, carry it to the captain, tell him I'm going home. Take this hammer, carry it to the captain, tell him why I'm gone. I'm a wanted man with a captain. I'm a wanted man in the shackles. I'm a wanted man in the shackles. I'm a wanted man who killed John Henry. John Henry in the battle of sinners and saints. hands before you, painting the silver lining, nothing left to do, yeah. Blue and evil, gonna make a wreck of me. Blue and evil, oh, so I take a drink and ease my evil mind. Love brings a sadness felt at the break of day, like I from this mountain trying to break away. Between the truth and the stones lies reciprocity. A new day brings a rising, but now I get me child. I'm living evil, gonna make a wreck of me. Living evil, oh, so I take a drink and ease my evil mind. See nothing but colors, light through a broken glass. Now it's time for a reckoning, the hours slowly pass. Wrote you a letter, I know you didn't read. The weight of life bears down on me, I can hardly breathe, yeah. I'm feeling evil, gonna make a wreck of me. I'm feeling evil, I'm alone and I hate your child. I'm feeling evil, gonna make a mess of me. I'm feeling evil, oh, so I take a drink and ease my evil mind, yeah. Gonna make a mess of me. Blue and down by the river, there That's where I broke down and cried. Down by the river. Where I could just lay down and die. Been going down to the river for long as I can stand. Mama told me, son, and she took a hold of mine. Water runs so deep, as deep as all my pain. Down by the river, honey. Lord, can I be saved? Down by the river, and heartache so dead white. I'm just looking for redemption with the water so unkind. Pull me to my knees as I drown in the pouring rain. Down by the river, honey, I still see your face. Sometime around midnight, they come knocking at my door. I said sometimes around midnight, hell has found what we're looking for. Will those flashing lights tell me didn't have to say a word? Someone took my baby, someone took away my world. All they found was a letter, I should never let her go. The river's the only witness, the only one who knows.
Life is full of fights, enemies, dark minds that come in their sights, they torment me days and nights.
We are back. 710 Radio, Mach 22.9 here in Denver, Colorado. Alright, guys, I think I had to bring up a couple of pages, but I think between everything, I think I got it. So, what did you think about that music? Those last 2 or 3 songs were from the Core, from Switzerland. And before that, we had Joe Bonamassa, blues singer and blues band. Boy, I like that guy. Alright, so let's move on here. So, different types of caregivers that they got here is a primary caregiver, a cultivating primary caregiver, a transporting primary caregiver, but unfortunately I wasn't able to find that fourth caregiver that they were calling them. Okay, but so primary caregiver may not delegate to any other person his or her authority to provide medical marijuana to a patient. Nor may a primary caregiver engage others to assist in providing medical marijuana to a patient. Okay. Alright. Only a medical marijuana center with an optional premises cultivation license, a medical marijuana infused products manufacturing operation with an optional premises cultivation license, or a primary caregiver for his or her patient, or a patient for himself or herself, may cultivate or provide medical marijuana. Okay. With that, I mean, I don't understand why they're going on any further than that right there. Okay, primary caregiver who cultivates medical marijuana for his or her patients or transports medical marijuana for his or her patients shall also register with the state licensing authority. The primary caregiver shall update the registration information within 10 days after any of the information changes. Let's move down. A cultivating primary caregiver, when registering, shall provide the cultivation operation location, the registration number, and each patient and the number of plants each caregiver is authorized to cultivate. A transporting primary caregiver, when registering, shall provide the registration number of each patient, the total number of plants the caregiver is authorized to transport, and the location of each patient's registered medical marijuana center. Wait a minute. Medical marijuana center. Okay. Now, I'm gonna switch over to another page here real quick, because the actual paper that I wanted to I just found out why I might not have found it, because I was looking in the wrong spot. Alright, but the state, this is the real wording that I wanted you guys to hear. Alright, the state licensing authority shall provide cultivation information for cultivating caregivers and transporting caregivers to the state and local law enforcement through the Colorado Crime Information Center. The Colorado Bureau of Investigations shall include proper use of medical marijuana information in audits of state and local enforcement agencies. Alright. Now, it also says the state licensing authority shall provide cultivation information for patients who choose to register to the state and local law enforcement through the Colorado Crime Information Center and the Colorado Bureau of Investigations shall include the proper use of medical marijuana information in audits of state and local law enforcement agencies. Now, do you see anything going wrong there? Come on. For one, why are they giving the information to the Colorado Bureau of Investigation from a system that is supposed to be secure and given to a limited amount of information? But they're going to give your information to the Colorado Bureau of Investigation, a federal entity that is supposed to be a state-run program, but you're going to give... Wait a minute. I think I've heard this before. Where the state of Colorado... Yeah, they fucked us twice already. Motherfuckers. Okay, now, their secure system, that is a freaking laugh. Laughable. Because, wow, they've proven that they give that information up so easily. You know, they've already given the information out once to NSA and DEA. And yet, they want you to register so they can know where your grow is. So they know where they can come and fuck with you a little bit. That's the way I take it. But I thought the real kick in the nuts to every legitimate caregiver out there, and a serious slap in the face, was this one little section that was put in there. It's 24-34-104, the General Assembly Review of Regulatory Agencies and Function for Termination, Continuation, or Reestablishment. The following agencies, functions, or both terminate on September 1st, 2019. The medical marijuana program created in this section. Whoa, wait a minute, what? Did I just read that right? The following agencies, functions, or both terminate on 14 September 1. The medical marijuana program created in this section, 25-15-106 CRS. Okay. Now, I had a gentleman argue with me that this is a sunset bill, and that it doesn't get enacted until 2017. But then we see here in 2019, if I am reading this right, which I think I did read it right, they're going to want to shut down. They're going to shut the medical marijuana program down. Now, what makes me say that? Well, you know what? It says it right there. I am on record for saying that I am one of those ones that voted no on 64, and I've given my reasons before why I voted no on 64. And it was because of this exact very reason that I had just read. And, you know, and actually I was on the yes for 64. Until I saw that line in there. And honestly, I tried to go back and read the original text of A64. And because conveniently hidden between a couple of paragraphs was this little 1 to 2 sentence all by itself thrown in there, where it was talking about the medical marijuana program. And the way they had worded it, it had said, if they find such program becomes non-viable, then they are going to shut down said such project. Okay? Now, they were talking medical marijuana. There was no mistake about that. Okay. Now, I remember, because remember, I'm a patient first. So I'm always going to be for the medical marijuana patient. And I will do nothing to jeopardize the medical marijuana program. I believe in the medical marijuana program. I believe that the state's been trying to shut down the medical marijuana program for a while now. And now they've got their chance. You know, they made that suggestion in A64. And because of that comment there, sentence, paragraph, whatever you want to say, the non-viable program, because of that, I voted no on A64. Okay, I'm on record where, you know, no way do I believe anybody should be criminalized, be lives ruined, families torn apart, somebody jailed, lose their job, whatever the case may be, lose their kid. None of that stuff should happen because they smoke marijuana. Because smoking marijuana does not make you a second-class citizen. Doesn't make you a criminal. Doesn't make you a scumbag. So, you know, the way I look at it is I am a medical marijuana patient that does smoke recreationally at times. So, you know, I mean, I don't know, you can take that over however you want, but, you know, I fought for the medical marijuana program, and for the extended plant counts. And am I saying that we should be allowed to grow what we want? I think I would more change that around to, why don't you allow somebody to grow what they need? And I mean, let them grow what they need and to be able to have medicine 365 days a year. Not, have 3 months, maybe 2 months off because you're waiting for another harvest. I'm sorry. Do you do that with prescription pills, Percocets, and everything like that? You go in and you get a couple prescriptions of that, and oh hey, what's up, Novato of the year? How you doing, my friend? Glad you're joining in. But anyways, let's forgot where I was at here. Surprised somebody chimed in on the chat thing. That you guys need to do that more often, man. I would love to get involved in a conversation with you guys, especially over any of these topics, man. Like I said, I'm against plant counts. I'm almost offended over this. Oh, now I know where I'm. Okay, so in A64, they made mention of getting rid of that non-viable program. All right, now. Okay, but then, like in the final wording of the A64, I tried to go back and I could not find that wording. Okay, but I know for a fact I saw it. I read it. That was my main bitch, my main thing. Because if it weren't for that, I would have voted for A64. Alright, but it didn't have a date on it. Alright, Senate Bill 15-014 here. They actually give us a damn date. September 1, 2019. 2 years after this so-called sunset bill goes into effect. Guess what just became a non-viable program? And I'm telling you, man, this is it's kind of maddening because the state is doing the state of Colorado is doing exactly what they've it's their MO. It's their how they do things. They've proven over and over again that they have no qualms of throwing a segment of people under the bus. And I mean, I think it sucks. We got a governor that says marijuana was a bad idea. Well, I mean, two-faced hypocrite. This coming from a beer guy that has a bar. Of course he thinks fucking marijuana is a bad idea. It's taken away from his fucking profits. So, I see a court battle coming. I see a court battle of all the people that have gone to court before and have won these cases. And if I'm thinking right, I wonder if there's a constitution lawyer that might be able to take this issue up, because as far as I'm concerned, they're clearly trampling all over Amendment 20 in Section 18 of the Colorado State Constitution. So, I mean, I want to know what you think. Let me know. I tell you, I still got the phone lines open, guys. So, tell you what, we're going to go take a music break. We're going to listen to some, this is the Invincible Grands out of Arizona. Oh no, let's listen to You Dirty Dog and Get Rid of the Devil. Alright, but this is 710 Radio Moth 22.9 out of Denver, Colorado, and we'll be right back, guys.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Slowly you step through here, waltzing around. Do you see yourself? Do you? Your voice makes my ears ring. It's piercing the drums, tingling. And how dare you? Who are you? You jumped all the hurdles, laced all the girdles, ran naked out the guards. Who are you? Who the hell are you? How'd you ever make it out of this thing? Heard hell was just for your type of thing. And now you make money as a mine. You dirty dog, you lucky duck. I'm glad you learned. Shut the fuck up. Slowly you step through here, you're waltzing around. Do you see yourself? Do you? Your voice makes my ears ring. It's piercing the drum, tingling. And how dare you? Who are you? Jumped all the hurdles, done, laced all the girdle, ran naked out the guards. Who are you? So who the hell are you? How'd you ever make it out of this thing? I heard hell was just for your type of thing. And now you make money as a mine. You dirty dog, you lucky duck. I'm glad you learned. Shut the fuck up. One, two, three, stop. You dirty dog, you lucky duck. I'm glad you learned. Shut the fuck up.
just watch the train derail. Only smart fuckers say you shouldn't do that. I can't sleep, so sleep in hell. Come laugh with me. Step right up to the watering hole. Jump right in if you want to do that. Heard it's good for its soul. And if you got a broken heart, I reckon you should stitch it. I'm on both sides of the firing line, and when the bullet comes, I'm hoping I can duck it in those eyes. And my eyes see a smile that says, step right up to the watering hole. Jump right in if you want to do that. Heard it's good for the soul. And if you got a broken heart, I reckon you stitch it. I'm both sides of the fire line, and when the bullet comes, I'm hoping I can knock it in those eyes. And in mine, I see a smile that says,
Alright, we're back. Moth 710 Radio, Moth 22.9 here in Denver, Colorado. Alright, guys. So, listen to, that was the Invincible Grands. Alright, so, look, I'm going to just go ahead and kind of finish up here because I really want to know what you guys think about this Senate Bill 15-014, the Caregiver Bill. That was kind of stacked in with a bunch of other bills. Jake's bill, I think that's what it's called. The probation bill, which is going to allow people on probation to smoke marijuana as long as they got a medical marijuana recommendation. Let me see what else is there. The Jake's law. I hope I'm saying that one right. Where it's going to allow, supposedly allow kids that are on the medical marijuana program to be able to consume the medical marijuana at schools. Personally, I don't see that one going very far. I don't know. Maybe. I'm not the best one to comment on that one. You know, they did say they're going to leave it up to the schools. The schools will say that it's federally against the law. I know they will use that excuse there. But, you know, medical marijuana bill is gaining momentum in the Senate. So, I know you guys, if you guys didn't, let me see, I did a show about legalization is coming fast. And, this is kind of a story that is like a continuation of, one of the stories that I'd done before with, Senator Rand Gillibrand and, Gillibrand and Cory Booker of New Jersey. Okay, it says a push to legalize medical marijuana at the federal level is gaining momentum in the Senate, drawing a growing roster of co-sponsors from both parties just over a week after it was unveiled. Though 23 states have legalized medical marijuana, the federal government classifies pot as a Schedule I narcotic, recognizing no appropriate medical use for the drug. The Compassionate Access Research Expansion and Respect States Careers Act, introduced last Tuesday by Senators Kristen Gillibrand, Democrat of New York, Cory Booker, Democrat of New Jersey, and Rand Paul, Republican Kentucky, would reclassify marijuana as a Schedule II drug, providing dispensaries in states that permit medical marijuana with access to banking system and potentially fueling greater medical research of the drug. Senator Dean Heller, Republican of Nevada, signed on to the proposal last week, declaring in a statement, the time has come for the federal government to stop impeding the doctor-patient relationship in states that have decided their own medical marijuana policies. The bipartisan legislation puts Americans who are suffering first by allowing Nevada's medical marijuana patients, providers, and businesses that are in compliance with state law to no longer be in violation of federal law and vulnerable to federal prosecution, he said. Heller's release noted that the bill would also allow doctors at the Department of Veterans Affairs to prescribe medical marijuana as a form of treatment in states that allow it. And, okay, this is me talking now, here in Colorado, the VA doctors have stated that they are going to start recommending in cases that they feel that it's necessary. All right, Senator Barbara Boxer, Democrat of California, threw her support behind the measure on Wednesday. Senator Boxer is a strong supporter of California's medical marijuana law, and she believes that patients, doctors, and caregivers in states like California should be able to follow state law without fear of federal prosecution. Zachary Cawley, Boxer's communication director, said in a statement, Boxer's fellow Californian Democratic Senator Dianne Feinstein is on the fence about the proposal. She told Roll Call she remains concerned about the potency of some types of marijuana. Get over it. And she would like to see greater research into derivatives of the drug that provide the medical benefits but not the psychoactive effects. She's already going down the bad route. But hey, okay, I think states can do what states can do. I think the federal law is another thing. And you know, I just hate to see this because there's marijuana. Then there's, I just hate to see this because there's marijuana. Then there's marijuana. Feinstein said. There's very strong marijuana. And there's marijuana that isn't. Well, whoa, man. Okay, and then she goes on to say, and then there's marijuana that may be medically beneficial, and this is what we're trying to pursue. I'm gonna come back to that. I got one comment to say on that. Okay, as the bill gains steam, it still faces an uphill battle to passage in a Republican-dominated Congress. Senate Judiciary Committee Chairman Chuck Grassley, Republican of Iowa, is opposed to the measure, and he has said he's unlikely to schedule it for a hearing. What a dick. Alright. No, the article didn't say that. I did. It's it's a matter of what our priorities it's a matter of what our priorities, Grassley told Roll Call. The senator said President Obama's recent comment that Congress could reclassify the drug if enough states decriminalize it absolutely won't affect his decision. Let me tell you, sir, yes it will. Whether you fucking like it or not, you fucking jag off. Because you're not going to have a choice. And I hope it hurts when you have to frickin' sign off on it. Okay, well, let me, I'm gonna go ahead and, let you know why I said what I did. Let me see here. It's, he says, okay, President Obama's recent comment that Congress could reclassify the drug if enough states decriminalize it. Let me tell you, we only need 8 more states this election period, and then we force the federal government's hand into changing the law whether they like it or not. Alright? So, I'm almost sure that we're going to get this 8 on this election cycle, especially since I think there's 13 states that are going to be voting for it. I think we got a very doggone good chance of forcing the federal government's hand this election cycle. So, at least one Republican on Grassley's committee, Arizona Senator Jeff Flake, wasn't so sure. Oh, come on. Don't be a flake, Mr. Flake. I think it does increase the pressure. Flake told Roll Call about Obama's suggestion. He's probably right. If you got a majority of the states that are doing it, then people are going to say, what's Congress going to do? How can these states act in ways that are not congruent with federal law? Alright, so this was out of CBSNews.com, and Jake Miller was the author of this story. So, Mr. Flake, all joking aside, be on the right side, because you got to remember, guys, your jobs are on the line. And trust me, more seats are going to be won, more seats are going to be lost because of your ability or your inability to vote on marijuana. This is going to be the marijuana election. Trust me. Or not, I don't care. I don't, you know. It is what it is. But this will be the marijuana election. So like I said, more seats will be lost and more seats will be gained because of those who are backing marijuana and those who are not. So, you know, for those who are not, you know, I hope you got a good game plan for when you're out of office and you're out looking for a job. Remember LMW Agency and 710 Radio, because we are hiring salespeople. We need good liars like you. No, I'm just joking. That was just a joke, people. My daughter thought that was funny. Okay, so let me know what you guys think, man. I mean, is this SB Senate Bill 15-014, the Caregiver bill, is it a good bill? Is the plant count a good idea or not? Do we need these extra regulations? Do we want the Colorado Bureau of Investigation knowing more about us than what they need to be knowing? I mean, don't we have enough agencies that are overseeing us? I don't know. I mean, I think we do. Honestly, you know, it seems like we can't do anything. We can't turn without one of those damn agencies, you know, right up our fucking butts. You know, I mean, but anyways, man, I tell you, guys, you need to go check out some web pages that we got going on. lmwagency.com. We have 710radio.info is now up and running. We still have moth229.com, but 710radio.info is our new site. Go there, check it out. You can request, anything that I got on my playlist, and trust me, I got a lot of on my playlist. Yeah, just check it out, man. There's a lot to check out. So, plus, for those that know about Can Olympics, that is supposed to be the 8th and 9th of May. Unfortunately, because of 420 weekend and the raids that went on in Denver at the POTUS Club and at Grassroots, we had to move back Can Olympics. But look, we got the Vault store opening up at 9975 East Colfax. We are your newest store, man. Your newest glass. Oh man, we got a lot of stuff in there, man. You need to guys need to come and check us out, man. Say hi. Say you heard us on the radio. I'm telling you, we'd love to see you. We will be open, I think, from noon to 6. I'm not sure. I'm gonna go ahead and say Monday through Sunday right now, 7 days a week. I don't know. That might change. It probably will. I'm probably saying the wrong days. I'm sure we're gonna take a couple of days off here. But anyway, all right. So guys, actually, you know what? You guys are gonna be get a deal with me again tomorrow, right? Hey, I got a show lined out for every day for the next couple weeks, and then so by that time, I'll have more shows going on. So I thought Spreaker was messing up on me. Actually, it was for a little bit, man. I mean, I definitely need to get me a tower so I can dedicate it just for the radio. But that'll come. It'll come one of these times. So, but guys, you have a wonderful night. Hit me up on my Facebook page, Facebook.com/710 radio. Hit me up on Twitter, moth_710_ radio, same as Instagram. Go ahead and follow us there. And why don't you check out BluntTVDenver.com, man. And, we have Blunt TV going now. We are on cable TV, baby. Yeah. So Comcast Channel 56 and 57 if you're in Denver. If not, you can, like I said, you can either go to BluntTVDenver.com or you can go to DenverOpenMedia.org and check us out there as well. So we hope you have a great night, and we will definitely be talking to you tomorrow. So until then, stay blazed, and don't be getting busted, man, because of these stupid fucking laws that are being implemented against us. So, you know what? For the real marijuana activists out there, for the ones that have been fighting the good fight, 710 Radio has something for you. But I'm going to... I made this commercial up just for, those marijuana activists that have been working so hard. And then I'm going to leave you guys one song of each. One of Joe Bonamassa, one from The Core, and one from The Invincible Grands. So, you know what? This is 710 Radio, Moth 22.9. You guys have a great night. Peace and one love. We're out of here. Oh.
Colorado marijuana activist. You rose up in the face of harassment and prosecution. You refuse to be silent no more. You said enough is enough. You fought for your rights and the rights of others. Your determination, courage, and heart will not be forgotten. 710 Radio proudly stands up and thanks you. You are Colorado strong. 710 Radio is honored to be smoking and rocking in the same state as you. May the rest of your journeys be filled with all that is green. Stay blessed, Colorado marijuana activist. 710 Radio smokes this joint and this dab in your honor.
Sweet as honeysuckle, burn alive,
prison. Your neck hangs on the chain. Turn around and look ahead. Start all over again. Let go. Stop walking down it. Memory lane. Don't face. Your time it keeps you prison in your head. Let go. Let go 'cause then you go insane. Take your life in your hands, break free. Forgiveness is the key. Take your life in your hands, break free. Forgiveness is the Please save your sweet concern, I said. Please save your souls now. Please save your sympathy. I'd rather burn, I said I'd rather. Can't you see what I mean? Acting kinda strange, yeah. I'm kinda strange, yeah. Can you hear the sound of those children crying? I said, can you hear the sound of the dead they're rising, rising? Can't you see what I mean? Acting kinda strange. I'm kinda strange. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. Oh, bless me, Father, for the trouble I'm in. Bless me, Father, won't you let me win? Ah, bless me, Father, won't you let me dream? Please save your sweet concern, I said. Please save your souls now. Please save your sympathy, I said. I'd rather burn, I said I'd rather. Can't you see what I mean? Acting kinda strange. I'm kinda strange. Can you hear the sound of the tempo falling? Can you hear the sound
Thank you. A bit of acoustic rock for you. We gotta bring things down a little bit now.
Look upon the mountain, waiting on a train. Baby, I know what's wrong, and it still happened again. Waiting on my destiny, learning from my abilities. Take your eyes off of me, look upon the churning sea. Driving towards the daylight, running from the midnight, trying to get my way home. Running from the spotlight, trying to find the daylight, trying to get back home. Rusty strings on my old guitar speaks volumes of who you are. So never did I think it was you. It was me, one of the chosen few. Who will it be? Oh, the next time. Hopefully one with more sense of mind. So where did you go? Always will see. It's a story of you and me. Driving towards the daylight, running from the midnight, trying to get my way home. Running from the spotlight, trying to find the daylight, trying to get back home. Driving towards the daylight, running from the midnight, trying to get my way home. Running from the spotlight, trying to find the daylight, trying to get my way home. Driving towards the daylight, running from that midnight, trying to get my way home. Running from the spotlight, trying to find the daylight, trying to get my way home.
pressure. I'm feeling so good. Terrible thoughts, what's expecting me? I'm going through the hell. What should I do? Nothing comes down. I don't lie. The fear is so immense that I'm on to die. Don't I deserve a beautiful life? Day by day, I fight to survive. My daily life is so unbearable for me. I don't run. Anything help me. This endless fear, I can stand it. It's repeating day and night. Fear of work.